What's up, you guys? It's your girl Yeliz, and today we are going to be talking about The Medium. Now, this is not sponsored, this is just straight passion. The game really affected me, so I just want to put the game out there as much as I can on my part. And, I don't know, something to talk about. Let's call this a review thing, shall we? So, you guys, The Medium is a psychological horror. It plays a character named Marianne, who is a medium. And by my understanding of what a medium is a person that is able to connect with spirits, either living or dead. And, a person that is strong enough to take on that responsibility if they choose to tap into that side of their talent. And, I imagine it'll be a pretty intimidating thing, especially if you want to take on or deliver messages or just use it for the better, even if people don't understand it. And I find that really, really cool. I'm very intrigued in the spirit world. I do believe in the spirit world. I kind of like it, even if it's fake. So Santa. The game kind of feels like you're a detective in between the spirit and the material world, basically piecing together clues of perpetrators and innocent civilians. So this allows you to control Marianne in two completely different environments at the exact same time. I mean, I think that's really, really dope. As you can see, the material world is a little bit more realistic, obviously really chaotic and damaged due to the events that happened, and the spirit world more dark, gritty, and pretty eerie if you ask me. It's very unique. The really cool thing about how you can interact with these two worlds at the same time is, like, for example, you're trying to go through a door in the material world, and it's like misty and foggy and it doesn't allow you to go forward. But at the same time, in this spiritual world, there is like skin that you need to cut through that allows you to enter that part of the area or wherever it is that you're entering. And you cut it with like a piece of bone that's like serrated. It's probably teeth, probably a part of a bone on my body that I didn't even know looks like.
Disturbingly satisfying.
Or there's even walking through a corridor. In the material world, you're walking through just a plain, boring, creepy corridor, but in the spiritual world, it's like a moth-infested area that you need to spiritually shield yourself to walk through so you don't die in the process of getting through. So you kind of have to keep both eyes on both sides, not at the same time, because it can trip you out. It's trip me out. Just give it a little bit of time, give it a little bit of time there, give it a little bit of time here. The dopest thing about the spirit world also is the fact that you can interact with spirits, supporting casts, if I must.
But they became very sad, very angry. They might hurt you.
Thanks. But I can take care of myself. Hey, I was wondering, have you seen...
Marianne?
Yes.
It has got to be one of the coolest experiences I've ever had in gaming. I enjoyed this game so much. As amazing as everything is going with my experience playing this game, you meet the villain. Our antagonist. The Maw. Oh my god.
Hello? Are you alright?
Don't look at me!
Wow. Wow! This game just progressively gets crazier and crazier, which is what I loved about it. Such a creepy, strange, uncomfortable looking creature who Troy Baker is actually the voice actor for the Maw, and he smashed it. He smashed it. I don't even know if the Maw is a girl or a boy. It's just a something, but Troy Baker did a fantastic job.
Wait, don't go!
This is crazy! I
Alone. Naked.
Oh my god, girl!
Let me try you on.
Oh my god! No! So basically, the Maw is an evil manifestation that haunts Marianne throughout her adventure, throughout her journey. And that mainly happens in the spirit world until eventually it starts to follow her in the material world. Oof, it was so creepy. I loved everything about this creature, I'm telling you. And also, like, to keep you on your toes, you cannot kill this enemy. It can only be avoided. You know, so every time I hear this voice or I hear something clinging or like just the way it talks is just uncomfortable. I want to wear you. I want to be your flesh. Honestly, it gave me anxiety every single time I heard its voice. And it comes at the most unexpected times. It's not fair. The cinematics during gameplay, the fixed camera angles, kind of gave me very old school Resident Evil and Silent Hill vibes. And like, for the most part, it was very, very well done. I mean, 90% of it, let's just say, was really well done. And I only say 90% because I personally had some difficulties with the camera angles at certain times. It didn't happen a lot at all. Not even enough for me to complain about, but do expect that you may have some disorientation when you play, when the angles switch up, or what else happened to me? Or, you know, there were some delays. There were some delays where, like, if I'm smashing through a window or if I jump out of a window, for example, and it shatters, the shattering kind of came a little bit after. Again, not so bad. No game is perfect. Doesn't even have to be perfect. And, you know, it wasn't bad enough that it ruined my experience playing the game. And, you know, they don't really make games like that anymore. At least not much, or not that I've experienced recently. So maybe it's just because it's not something that I'm used to, you know? You don't really see that old school Resident Evil way. Even Resident Evil's not old school Resident Evil. You know what I mean? With the claustrophobic areas and the close-up cinematic angles, and you know, when it starts to get really close, you know something's about to go down. And you know what? I'm not even complaining. I'm not even complaining because I don't mind seeing what happens when you are captured in the hands of an enemy. I just like to see the creative side to the horrible stuff too. Maybe I'm just sick. But yeah, you guys, I just want to mention that for me, The Medium was a thrilling, it was a fantastic horror experience. And the best thing about it is it was a thriller through and through. There were barely, probably only 1 or 2 jump scares. I really enjoyed the fact that this game didn't have a lot of cheap jump scares. Like, every game does that. It was a very, very unique experience for me personally. The story was phenomenal. And guys, I've got to tell you about the soundtrack, man. Oh my god, absolutely phenomenal. Even like the creepy, eerie parts of the gameplay, you just hear like some faint, gorgeous music in the background. I'm going to find one and put it here. I want to listen to it. And even the songs, you know, that were playing on the radio, and the song that was playing when you finished the game, my god, just well done. I loved it. The soundtrack was fantastic. The environments were pretty awesome. The puzzles were a lot of fun. Trying to find stuff in the material and the spiritual worlds. It was just a fun experience. Absolutely. And like, I'm not even gonna lie, I did not even have an ounce of boredom in me. My first playthrough went for almost 8 hours. That's how much I got into it. And I'm like, you know what, I don't want to finish it in one day because I'm really enjoying it, so I just waited for the next day. I would say that the game is probably like I don't know, 7 to 10 hours, depending on how deep you dive into exploring and collecting stuff and reading letters and, you know, gathering all the evidence that you need to. And the very last thing that I cannot get over is the fact that this game is free on Xbox Game Pass. No sponsor. Pure passion. I just felt like talking about it and making a video just to express myself and how the media made me feel. Fantastic experience. Definitely, if I was to rate this game out of 10, it would be a 9 for me. That's it. 9 out of 10. I honestly actually really hope that this game comes out physically because I just need to have it. I just want to look at that picture and I just want to touch it. I want to touch it, I want to embrace it, I want to take photos with it, I want to kiss it. I love this game. I thought this game was fantastic. So you guys, I'm going to leave it here. I hope it was informative and you enjoyed my little talk about the Medium. I genuinely really enjoyed this game. This is not a sponsored video. This is straight up passion. And I really can't stop thinking about this game ever since I played it. I kind of don't want to replay it because I don't want to overdo how I feel about it. I'll give it a little bit of time in between. But honestly, if you know someone that loves horror games, you should just share this video with them and just let them know an opinion. And, you know, because we might have the same taste in games that we enjoy. So, I'm going to leave it here. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think about this video because I'm going to start doing more of these if you enjoy them. Peace, you guys.